So guys, welcome to my channel. This is my channel of goodness and positivity, happy beans. And in short, it is this beans. I'm going to make pudding out of this, and I'm going to be pairing this with some sweet potato, and some unripe plantain as well. So that's here. So now we'll be using this to prepare the beans, and then some palm oil, some Maggi cubes, and some salt. So very simple, packed with proteins and fiber, and very delicious as well. So let's get started. Quantity already. I'm taking half of this and I'm taking the rest for the next time. First, I'll be pouring my beans into a bowl, and the quantity I'll be needing. For this particular recipe, I was doing it for like 10 persons because I had visitors on this particular day. So, if it is me, just me alone, I will not be able to pull out this quantity because actually this beans is quite a lot when you prepare it. So that quantity was quite a lot as well, but it was for many persons. So pour out your beans and try to wash it because sometimes these beans comes with a lot of dust and sand. So I'll wash out the excess dust, excess particles in the course of processing, and filter that out, wash everything, filter it out, and then take it to my blender where the blender will be doing the job to take out the peels, and then the washing from there to take out the peels completely. So that's just how simple this beans is to prepare. It's kind of quiet. It takes a little bit of time, but if you're very keen, if you know what you're doing, it wouldn't be too difficult for you. So I rinse that thoroughly and consistently, and I'll be pouring that into my blender, and then the blender will do the peeling for me. So I don't want to strain. I can actually use my hands to do the peeling, but it would take me quite a lot of time to start scraping all the peelings out of it. But why would I have gadgets and I don't use it? I make use of it so I don't stay much in the kitchen. So that's the idea of buying these gadgets I have in my kitchen. So it doesn't have to take too much time. Just put it in, and the machine just pass through it and takes out the peelings, and you're good to go. It makes it easier for you to take out the peelings completely from the beans. And now I'll be doing the last batch to wash everything completely, and there you go. Everything is ready for me to start washing and taking out the complete peelings from everything. So now that the peelings have been completely pulled off from the machine or by the machine, So I will just be filtering that out, take out the rest of the remaining peelings, and the beans is what I need, not the peelings. You can actually do this recipe with the peelings on it, but it's much beautiful without the peelings on it. I mean, when you use the peelings, it gives those black spots, and that's what is not appetizing to eat with the black spots because of the black heads on the beans. So I prefer to take out the peelings and just you make use of the beans itself. So let's So now you can see everything is ready, and I'll be blending that with some habanero pepper, some onion. That is optional, and even the Maggi cubes is equally optional. This recipe is just made with salt only, but I wanted it to taste differently, and for the sake of my visitors and what they prefer, this is how they prefer it. So I added the onion and the Maggi seasoning cubes. So that's just what I wanted for this recipe. But the traditional means of it, you don't add those things. So this is just my own added spicy stuff for me to make it tasty and appetizing for myself and for the visitors. I blended that twice, and this is the consistency I was going for. This consistently blended pudding that is on this menu. And now I'll be going in with my Himalaya salt, and this is just the only salt I use in my kitchen, and it's quite healthy. And if you haven't been using it, please try to start using this particular salt. It is very much good, and you can do your research. So I'll be adding some palm oil. I thought this palm oil wouldn't be enough, but just this quantity was enough. So the other palm oil I had beside was not useful, so I had to take that back to my cupboard for another day. So just this quantity was enough for this particular recipe, because mind you me, I'm on a weight loss journey and I don't need a lot of fat. But this particular palm oil is healthy anyways, but you know, everything has to be taken in moderation, and that's what I'm thinking, because of the calories that will be added to it. Even though the beans is healthy on itself, adding too much of the oil will add more calories into it. But because this recipe is a healthier version of what I want, I added spinach to give that balance of vegetables, proteins, and healthy fats. So this is the idea for this particular recipe. My guests did not have any choice but to follow on my journey. So this is just what I intended to do for this particular recipe. You can always turn any other meal into the healthier one you want and prefer, and how you feel that it's more appetizing for you. That's the idea, to make food more appetizing, because the less appetizing it is, the lesser you have the ability to eat. So that's the idea for making food appetizing enough for someone to eat. So now I'll be going in with the spinach. I'm actually calling that in Swedish. I'm so used to it. So I'll be adding my spinach into it, and the perfect combination of the color is just so beautiful, and the aroma, the habanero pepper, the onion in the mixture is so breathtaking, and it smells so good. This particular beans itself has a very sweet, subtle smell that makes it very appetizing. You can turn this, you can actually bake this, you can fry it, you can do the pudding like I'm doing. There's so many ways you can turn these beans to do. There are a lot of recipes, and I'll be sharing other recipes of these particular beans that you can actually try. You can make soups, you can make porridge. There are a lot of things you can do with this particular beans. I like the beans because it's kind of, the flexibility in it is what is so good. So this is how I'll be preparing that. And if you see, I line my foil pepper on the bottom, and then with this parchment pepper at the top, so that it doesn't get contact with the aluminum foil. So for the health benefits of it, it's not good to directly cook on the aluminum foil. So that's why I preferred the pepper inside of it. It makes it even much easier to take out the food when it is ready. Now that we are done with the preparation, now it's just to align it into my pot, and I'm just packing that to the level that it would fit into this particular pot, because I don't want to cook it 2 times. I don't want to do 2 batches of cooking, and this particular pot is going to contain everything. So I'm just lining that in, and there were 7 of these bundles, and they actually got into the pot. The first lining was 4, and the 3 on the top, so which was very perfect for the day, and I'm so satisfied with how it turned out and the quantity. So that's it. Now I'll be preparing the sweet potato and the plantain to carry with it, and I'll be boiling that with just normal water and salt, and that's it. Very healthy. Sweet potatoes are very healthy, high in natural nutrients that your body needs, and the plantains are very good as well, packed with iron and essential nutrients that my body needs to rejuvenate, especially during this weight loss journey. It's not avoiding food, but eating right. That is the idea for weight loss. Eat right